It is still 2023, and like every other year, it promises to be one that will remain in our memories. At present, we find ourselves in week 52, celebrating the 363rd day of this year. However, there's much more to anticipate as we eagerly await what the future holds for us. So, take a comfortable seat and join us as we embark on the incredible journey that happens this 2023. Here are some unforgettable events that have happened in the world in 2023 so far. At number 10, a catastrophic earthquake on February 6. Turkey and Syria were struck by a catastrophic 7.8 magnitude earthquake that killed 59,259 people. Over the next 3 weeks, the region was hit with over 10,000 aftershocks. It was the deadliest earthquake in Turkey since 526 AD and Syria since 1822. At number 9, the COVID-19 origin confirmed on February 28. The FBI publicly confirmed that they believed COVID-19 originated in a lab in Wuhan, China. FBI Director Christopher Wray said that the COVID-19 pandemic was probably the result of a laboratory leak in China, providing the first public confirmation of the Bureau's classified judgment of how the virus that led to the deaths of nearly 7 million people worldwide first emerged. At number 8, OpenAI GPT4 released on March 14. With the release of latest version of ChatGPT, the artificial intelligence language model making significant waves in the tech industry, GPT-4, the latest model, can understand images as input, meaning it can look at a photo and give the user general information about the image. But on March 31, Italy banned the use of OpenAI ChatGPT over data security concerns. Instead of responding to the concerns raised by Italy's data privacy regulators, OpenAI simply pulled the plug for Italian users. ChatGPT was restored the following month with changes that allowed users to prevent the chatbot from using their data. At number 7, ICC issues arrest warrants against Putin. On March 17, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant against Russian President Vladimir Putin. The warrant was issued for the crime of forcefully deporting children from Russian-occupied parts of Ukraine into Russia. A warrant for the same crime was also issued against Russia's Commissioner for Children's Rights. The court said in a news, Putin is allegedly responsible for the war crime of unlawful deportation of population and that of unlawful transfer of population from occupied areas of Ukraine to the Russian Federation. The move by the Hague Criminal Court marked a significant step, requesting the arrest of a sitting world leader, while multiple war crime allegations mount against Russia as its war in Ukraine grinds into its second year. Yet analysts acknowledge the chances of arresting President Putin are slim. In Moscow, officials were quick to note Russia has never signed on as a party to the ICC as they dismissed the charges outright. At number 6, Finland officially joined NATO on April 4. Authorities in Helsinki decided that in the wake of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, the country was no longer safe on its own and applied to join the alliance a few months later. Finland shares an 832-mile border with Russia, the longest of any European Union member. NATO's border with Russia will roughly double in size after Finland's accession. Finland became an official member of the NATO military alliance, prompted by Russian President Vladimir Putin's decision to invade Ukraine last year. The Nordic nation is the 31st country to join the alliance, which vows in its treaty that an attack on one of its members is an attack on them all. It's a historic moment for Finland, which has followed a path of neutrality for decades. At Number 5. Ocean Gate's Titan submersible imploded on June 18. The 4-day-long search for the missing Titan submersible has come to a tragic end. Reports have confirmed the vessel was subject to a catastrophic implosion at some point during its voyage towards the Titanic shipwreck, which would have killed all 5 passengers instantly. A debris field comprising 5 different major pieces of debris of various sections of the submersible was found on the seafloor by a remotely operated vehicle, about 500 meters away from the bow of the Titanic. All contact with the submersible was lost just 1 hour and 45 minutes after Titan dove below the surface. 4 days later, Titan's wreckage was found about 1,600 feet from the Titanic. All 5 of the expedition's participants, including Ocean Gate's CEO Paul Henry Nargeolet, perished. These findings are in line with previous news that an acoustic signature consistent with an implosion was detected by the U.S. Navy on the same day the Titan began its descent. At number 4. India lands on the moon on August 23. India became only the 4th country in the world to land a spacecraft on the moon, and the first to do so in the lunar South Pole region. The Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO, launched the mission, known as Chandrayaan-3, in mid-July, with the spacecraft traveling a 40-day, fuel-efficient course before touching down at 8:34 a.m. Eastern Time. India now joins the US, Russia, and China as the only countries to successfully land a spacecraft on the lunar surface. Chandrayaan-3 mission. India, I reached my destination, and you too. The ISRO announced upon touchdown. Chandrayaan-3 has successfully soft-landed on the moon. A soft landing is one in which the spacecraft touches down intact, with little to no damage. At number 3, extraterrestrial beings sighted on September 13. UFO expert Jaime Maussan presented the bodies of 2 alleged aliens before the Mexican Congress. A group of international experts discussed extraterrestrial sightings in Mexico's lower house, with journalist Jaime Maussan presenting alleged non-human beings. Experts and politicians from various countries gathered to talk about unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAP, replacing the term UFOs. Maussan presented 2 1,000-year-old dissected alien bodies from Cusco, Peru, claiming they're not part of terrestrial evolution. Former U.S. military officer Ryan Graves, who testified before Congress about unidentified aircraft, was also present. Maussan, known for his claims of alien life, made Mexico one of the first to acknowledge non-human presence on Earth. At number 2. Israel formally declared war on Hamas on October 8, following a surprise attack by Hamas operatives in Israeli-controlled territory. The Israeli government formally declared war on Hamas militants in Gaza, setting the stage for a massive Israeli military response to the Islamist militant group's surprise attack on the Jewish state. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had already said his country was at war with Hamas as the militants' attack raged, but his assessment was rhetorical. The cabinet decision was an official declaration of war. Ahead of the cabinet vote, Netanyahu declared that Israel would take mighty vengeance against Hamas, even as Israeli soldiers battled Hamas fighters in the streets of southern Israel and launched retaliatory airstrikes that leveled buildings in Gaza. At the point of the declaration, the death toll had already risen to 11 from both sides. At number 1, AI announced as the most notable word in 2023 on November 1. Collins Dictionary's word of the year for 2023 is AI, seen as the next tech revolution due to rapid development and extensive discussion. ChatGPT, released in late 2022, raised concerns about job displacement and the safety of AI. President Biden issued an executive order on safe, secure, and trustworthy artificial intelligence. The writers and actors strikes involving AI use ended with humans prevailing in content creation and actor likeness protection, but future battles in various industries are anticipated. Wow, what a year it's been! 2023 has brought us some incredible moments and major events that have truly defined our world. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the major events that define 2023. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. You may also want to watch 10 most desired Christmas gifts in the US and 10 strangest bans from different countries. Here's to an even more exciting year ahead. See you in 2024.